And I could get all of them wrong. I agree with Saru. I think property will become more like fintech. You would be able to access your properties just the way you access your ETFs and just the way you access your bonds and bond funds. I think we'll see more and more of that. I think there has to be a lot of product innovation because there's an entire generation that's not able to afford property. And so what are developers building, where they are building it, fractionalized ownership. There is a real sense of a desperate need for process innovation. So you tell a 24-year-old that you will spend the next 26 years of your income trying to buy something that you will never really own because you'll probably get a mortgage. And cherry on top is the fact that it's going to be a very, very painful process in order to go through this purchase. So I think that will need to change, and technology can solve that. I think last prediction I do feel, and I think Singapore is such a great example of that, is that we will live in a very diverse world. And just like if you open your stock trading app, you have a US ETF and a China ETF, and you have something happening in some other stock market, you will start seeing a lot of those properties being accumulated in your portfolio. So businesses that facilitate that will do well. Also, I would like to believe that's what we are trying to facilitate. But I do feel that as there are many. So people, for instance, taking example of Singapore, people are investing in Malaysia because of cost of living concerns, or people are now starting to invest in Australia because the currency is more favorable. Japan had that currency factor as well. A lot of Dubai is obviously the hottest market because taxation is a big thing. We were just talking about taxation and how everyone's trying to avoid taxes. So I think if we just make it easier for people to buy properties around the world, just like they buy US ETFs or China ETFs, I think that could be a very, very revolutionary change in this industry.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. You can make it a lot easier for someone to buy something, and it's, to your point, value going up, and I definitely agree with that. No, very interesting, very interesting. Well, thank you guys.
Just adding one more point on each point, right? So I think PropTech is also going to make the whole property investment and transaction space more transparent, because with AI, data comes to the fore, and I think the earlier playbook of information asymmetry is going to go away. People are going to ask for more cleaner data, transparent data, and then AI is going to pick that as well. So I think it's going to be really good time for the whole ecosystem, both consumers and the developers, the agencies, everybody